Welcome back. Welcome back. So today we are pretty much hanging out at home. We had an internet tech come out because our internet has been like going in and out. So we had a tech come out and he was here for like a while. And our internet is still not fixed because they have to like fix it from the outside box. So we've just been hanging out today. It's also freezing out. It's only like 55 or something. So we are in sweats and our, this does not work. It does not work. We have it all the way up to the highest and I don't know if it's like clogged or whatever, but it does not work. So it's freezing in here. And I literally have, well, I have a sweater on and then I have stretchy pants and like big comfy sweats. Garett said it looks like an older model, like that. It does. For like a new building, that looks like an older model. So they might have just, I don't know, refurbished it or something. Yeah. But we're both doing a bunch of work today. I just had another video. Here, let me take this off. I just had another video go live a couple days ago. You should go watch that if you haven't. We went to a new museum that was so cool. It's one of our favorites since we've been here. And then we tried out some vegan food, which was delish, which I could totally go for right now. Yeah, actually. Sounds great. But I do not want to go out because it is so freezing. Yeah. It's so cold. I have socks on. I actually should put on another shirt under this because I have nothing on under this. But I have socks on, I have slippers on, and I'm still freezing. So I think I'm gonna go shower. Well, I'm gonna get this done and then go shower and warm up because my bones are cold. But yeah, we've just been working. I'm going to probably put on a movie just for some like background noise because we haven't done that all day. And we both thought it was like 5 o'clock and it's only 2. So today's gonna be a long day, but yeah. Hopefully that means that we are just going to wrap up the day early because I really don't have like that much work to do, which is perfect because I wasn't in the mood this morning. It's like one of those days where it's just like cold and all I want to do is snuggle up on the couch and hang out and watch good movies and stuff. Oh, we've been watching This Is Us. We've like been binge watching This Is Us and it is so good. Why did nobody tell me about it? Like, it's so good. The storylines, how they like all intertwine and everything, or like go back in time and forward in time. Like, it's so well written and produced. Like, heartstrings galore. Just, I feel like we, my voice going in and out, but I feel like we cry every single episode. Like I don't think there's been an episode where we haven't cried at some point, like either for like a good cry or a sad cry, just like really nice, like fun, not fun, but a good, wholesome show. It's so cloudy out. And we're trying to decide what we're going to eat, and it's like one of those days where we're just like, how do we have to decide what to eat again? It's like we just did this yesterday. I still need to film. I have to film today, so I need to do that. I keep saying I'm going to film this one video and I haven't. I was so sick, which I haven't even talked about, but so I was so incredibly sick, like, what was it, a month ago? Yeah. I got mold poisoning. It like took me out. and I was losing hair really bad, and my face was so puffy and just like I was so congested. Oh, I was like lethargic. Like I had zero energy. I had wicked brain fog. I was super irritable. Like it was no joke.
You were having trouble sleeping too. You were like having coughing fits in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it was bad, bad. The Airbnb that we were staying at had a ton of mold, and like really poor ventilation from the bathroom and the air vents. We were there when it was like freezing here, like there was a cold front, and we couldn't turn on the heat because there was all mold like in the like one of these things, and there were two of them, like one in the bedroom, one in the living room. We couldn't turn them on because there was mold all in them, so we had to wait for a cleaning person to come, and then there was mold like all behind the couch, covered up so we couldn't see it. We pulled out the couch one day and it was just, the whole wall was like black behind it. It was really disgusting. And then there was mold in the bedroom, which wasn't great because
There was one night we shut the door.
There were actually a couple nights we shut the door because one of the nights there was a mosquito that...
Oh, we kept getting mystery mosquitoes.
Yeah.
No clue where they were coming from. But...
Yeah, because we didn't have anything on, but we kept getting like these big fat mystery mosquitoes.
That was awful.
It was. So we had the door shut a couple nights, and there was like a small wall in the bedroom that had, what was in front of it? Like a box.
Yeah, it was like a box of floor tiles, probably from when they renovated the floors.
Yeah, and so we didn't see what was behind the box, and when we were cleaning, we saw that wall had mold too. So we were basically entrapping ourselves in mold for like an extended period of time, and so I got just really sick, and I pretty much had all of the symptoms of mold poisoning, which if you've ever had it, you know like how bad it is. And so we had a cleaning lady come in, and she did a phenomenal job, and we were seriously so happy because she basically cleaned the apartment a million times better than when we first got there. She was awesome. She was there for like 5 hours cleaning, so like hats off to her. She was amazing. But yeah, that was in my system. We were there for a month, so that was just like in my system. And we had actually, the second apartment, was it the second one?
Yeah, the second one that we went to.
The second apartment that we went to.
We were only there for like
a night.
Yeah,
we were there for a night, and I started having like weird breathing, like almost instantly. Like I was having breathing problems, and like shortness of breath, and like just like not feeling well. And we found that one had mold, like, so it had one of these, but it was a blackout one. Yeah, so it had one of those, and it was a blackout one, and all on the back of it, it actually had two. There was like a white one in the back and then a blackout one in the front, like on the inside. And we went outside, and I saw like some black around it, and it was just completely covered in mold up at the top of the bedroom. It had like mold like behind the shade and everything, and then there was mold all over the air vent, like inside of it, and that was right above the bed. So we just reached out to the host like right away, and we were just like, we can't stay here. There's just like too much mold. Which it was almost like a blessing in disguise, because that place turned out to be like, the walls were so paper thin that we could hear the neighbor like do everything, like literally breathe, and we could hear him, and he loved singing. So we could hear him.
He was just playing a lot of loud music.
Yeah, but he was also singing too. We could hear him in the bathroom. Like, he was just a very loud lad.
Like a dorm room.
Mm-hmm.
We could hear everything.
Yeah, it was very much like a dorm. And then, so luckily they were just like, that's totally fine. And they actually, I saw that they replaced, like I checked the listing just to see if they either put it back up or they did maintenance on it. And they did actually change out like the shade and everything, which good for them. And then at the last place we were at, they cleaned all of the mold like properly and everything, and it didn't come back like for the rest of the time that we were there, so that was good. But because we were exposed to it for so long, and because it was like basically on the other side of the wall, like not visible to us, but it was probably on the other side of the wall like completely, because it was so bad when we saw it. I was just exposed to it for a long time.
I think that's been the hardest thing is, like, you can't really see up-to-date photos.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really see up-to-date photos of the place that you're renting. So a lot of the times you're seeing photos of like, you know, it's like really clean. There's no wall marks and stuff like that. There's baseboards are clean.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks because you just can't see like updated pictures when you're picking out a place. So
Right.
a lot of times I felt like we were picking a nice place, but then we'd get there and there was just like, you know, it just wasn't like up to our standard of cleanliness.
Mm-hmm.
Baseboards were like really marked up, and so were the walls. I think that was the hardest part.
Yeah. Or like the kitchen stuff wouldn't be like fully clean or something. So we just basically we have a rule of like when we get to an Airbnb or wherever, we wash. Even at hotels, we're the same way. If it have glasses and stuff, like for drinks or whatever, we always wash those. We literally always wash anything in the kitchen that we're using, like glasses, plates, silverware, all of that stuff that we cook from. We also wash the bedding and the towels and everything. So we're very, very thorough, which we've learned to be because we've been traveling for so long. It's just better to be safe than sick. So yeah, we do that. We're kind of like OCD about that, but it's okay. I also lost like a chunk of my hair. Like literally, I'll insert a photo, but my hair was falling out so bad that I got a big like chunk on the top of my head, and you can still see it right here, but it is growing back. Luckily my hair grows fast, and I have like little spikes on top of my head that are like this big, that are normally always sticking up, but my hair's a little bit greasy, but you can kind of see it right now. But I have like a little bald spot right there because my hair was shedding, like clumps shedding. It was...
Yeah, I feel like you were losing hair in Nashville, but then like when we came here, you were just losing a lot more hair. It started to get pretty concerning.
Yeah, it's weird because so I know just for my own like health that I can't really live in places that are humid because they're more likely to have mold. I'm highly allergic to mold. I get sick so easily, and in Nashville we had a problem with dust and stuff, and it was because our laundry room was ventilated in the wall, not like out anywhere. There was no like source for it to go out. It was literally like in the wall, and
not even our own laundry.
Yeah, it was the downstairs people.
Yeah, it was in one of the neighbors. Their laundry was being ventilated into our apartment.
Yeah.
And then ours was being ventilated somewhere. I have no idea.
Into
Probably
the walls.
Somebody else's apartment-oriented, the walls.
Yeah, and we found this out because our wall was like literally so damp whenever
They were like sweating.
yeah, it was really gross. It was like they were crying, but they were so damp that the walls were like dripping. And so we had maintenance come out. They like redid the wall. I don't know what they did. I'm not exactly sure what they did. They might have like insulated it or put something around it or something. But they covered up the wall, like redid the wall and everything. And then we started getting dryer dust on, like coming out of the vents, and it was just like, we went away quite often. So when we would, before we leave, we always cleaned everything down so that we were coming home to like a clean apartment. And when we came back, there would be like a coat of dryer dust on everything, like the surface of things. We constantly had to vacuum, and when we vacuumed, like literally just going over the area rug, the entire filter thing or bucket thing to the vacuum would be full because it was just, there was dryer dust everywhere. So and in the bathroom, we would have like dryer dust all over the bathtub. So it was literally like everywhere. And we brought it to their attention and nothing was done because you can't, I mean, what were they gonna do?
It's like, an old building.
Yeah.
I think that's what they said.
Yeah, it was an old building, so you couldn't really do anything, but like, it didn't seem normal, but we just like lived with
Thinking about
it.
Now, we probably should have invested in like a couple of air purifiers to have throughout the house.
Oh yeah, we had to, because they didn't replace like the air vents, like your apartment building or like apartment manager, whoever, is supposed to replace the air vents every, what did we learn? Like 3 to 6 months?
Yeah, 3 to 6 months. So I was changing them out, but I was like doing one a month because that's how bad they were.
Yeah. And I think while we were there, they only replaced it once, right? And that's when we asked.
Yeah, yeah.
So we, unfortunately, we know a lot more about like apartment laws and all of that stuff. Just because weird stuff has happened and I've got sick from it. So we're sticking to, we really wanted to, which is a bummer because we wanted to stay in like an old apartment here, but we just can't.
Yeah, we don't want to chance it.
Yeah. So this is our apartment here, which we absolutely love so much.
I'm glad we ended up booking this one for 2 months.
Yeah, we actually knew that we were going to book this one for like an extra month. As soon as we saw it, we walked in and
it's like a fresher
breath of fresh air. Yeah, we walked in and saw this. I'll show you from, I don't know if I've shown it. I probably have, but
yeah, I think you did a tour.
Yeah. But this is, if you haven't seen the other video, I will link it. But this is also like the whole wall. And when this is up and when it's sunny, it's so bright in here. And it's just like a beautiful space. Don't mind my little mess here. I was cleaning my earrings and then doing my makeup, so there's makeup stuff everywhere. Look at my chapsticks. These are all my Carmex chapsticks. This is my favorite one, the Sugar Plum. It's like a Christmas holiday flavor, but it's divine. And then there's this like wintergreen. And then strawberry and fresh cherry. Strawberry is probably my least favorite. His favorite for those, this is so random, his favorite for the Carmex is the sugar cookie one, which is also the holiday one.
I do that, and then I'll take the strawberry one since you don't like them.
Yeah, but sugar plum, wintergreen, and fresh cherry. I love the fresh cherry one because it's almost like it's like medicine. Oh, Sorry, I'm like stretching my arm. Camera got me. My arm is like sore, my elbow. We need to figure out what we're having for lunch. We might need to go to the market. I don't want to go to the market. We go to the market every day. I just need like a pill. I need a pill or, you know what, so we don't have a blender here, and when I tell you, I am so excited to one day have a blender again. I don't know how, like, I don't know how people live without smoothies, because I've been struggling. Like, I get so much nutrients and vitamins and all of that from smoothies, and since we've been here, like, we've just had to buy smoothies. But the thing with the smoothies here is they only do one ingredient. It's not like you go to a smoothie place in the States and it's like you get orange juice and like a mango and papaya and blah, blah, blah. It's literally banana and water or banana and milk.
I feel like we learned that the hard way too, because we just thought it was like an anomaly. Well,
we thought they were like, it was like we were ordering a pineapple banana the first time.
Right, and it was just one thing.
Yeah, one drink was banana and because you got
half of it and mixed it.
Yeah, we've been doing that, like each ordering a smoothie with like different fruits and then just combine them. Best way to do it here. But we did find that one place at like the outside shopping mall that had.
That was really good. It was a protein smoothie.
Yeah, that was really good. I am missing having dates in my smoothie. Like, I want a peanut butter and banana and dates and I just whacked myself and berries. Like, I want a hearty, like thick, thick one, not just water. But I put water in my smoothie anyways, but like, I want a thick boy. Yeah.
Which we did find the blenders, but now that it's getting colder, I don't know. Would we still want smoothies?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. We actually just got what is it? It's a
protein powder?
Yeah, we got a protein powder that was cookies and cream, which was really good, and it reminds me of the Carnation Good Start. I was underweight as a child, so so I had to drink those every morning before middle school. Although I don't know if they're very nutrient dense. I think they're like calorie dense or something. I'm not exactly sure, but it reminded me of that. But it's actually really good, and I think I'm gonna bake something with it. Okay, looks like we're gonna put on a movie. I really don't have much work to do today, so I think I'm gonna go sit on the couch.
Yeah.
Look, kind of looks like dog food.
It does.
It's not though, it's good. So I made this soup. This is lentils and sweet potato, and I didn't put a lot of liquid in it because I didn't want it to get smushy. I also put in one of these. It's just like a little cube. It has all of these ingredients in it, so it was really good. And then we just add a little bit of water in. So gloomy, like the sky is just white with clouds. Today is Friday. We are heading to a coffee shop right now because our internet is crap and we can't get anything done. So we're gonna go hang out at a coffee shop for a little bit, get some food, and do some work. I also have a video to upload on here, so I need to use proper internet for that. So yeah, let's go. Finished my video, so I'm so excited about that. And now I'm going to start on another one. But we do have to go home because our computers are about to die. We still have to go to the market, so we're going to head out and then just wrap up this stuff at home. I just made some cookies. It is our security guard for this building. His last day is today. I think he's retiring. I'm not sure though. But he said that tonight is his last night here. So, or his last night working. So we decided to bake him some cookies. So I made him some peanut butter cookies and we're gonna go take them down to him.
Hicimos galetes de mantequilla de maní para ti.
Muchas gracias, les agradezco.
We just walked all the way back up the stairs. But that was so stinking sweet. We went down, as you saw, and we had to use the translator because we can speak like a little Spanish, but we're not like fluent. And we wanted to communicate properly, so we used the translation, and so we were just going back and forth, like translating what we were saying. And he was telling us how he retired
5 years ago.
Yeah, and he was showing us his like retiree card. It was so cute. And
That's cute that they have that.
yeah,
Here.
it's a good like. This is a badge of honor, you know.
Yeah.
But that was really sweet, and he was just asking us questions, and we were chatting and stuff. And what a nice guy! Like he did this just for extra time and stuff. And he said he's content, he's happy, so he's just going to give up his job now. And yeah, so I just thought that was like so sweet, like how he made a point to say like he was happy and he was content. So he was just, it was like time.
Yeah.
That was really special.
He had a great like spirit and just mindset.
He definitely has a great spirit. What was the other thing he said? What did he say? I screenshotted it. He said, I also thank you very much, and the truth is that I am like that and well with people. You have to be kind and you have to treat each other well and enjoy life. I thank you very much. And continue, it's so sweet. And continue enjoying life, which is one and the same. Beautiful. Like,
So sweet.
my heart. What a sweet guy. He was very nice.
He was.
And he will be missed. And I'm sure from everyone that he works with and everyone that gets to meet him. So
Yeah, all the residents here. And
yeah, really sweet. I'm glad we've been here for a month and a half. We have like 3 weeks left in this apartment, so it's been nice like getting to make connections with people.
Yeah.
That's all. Now we're gonna watch Bridget Jones' Diary, and our water. We just
Oh,
we
yeah.
just found out that our water is not going to be turned on until, or turned back on until tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So we brushed our teeth with bottled water, and I'm actually so thirsty
Yeah.
after
Go pour
going
us a glass.
down and up the stairs. But yeah, I'm gonna change into my pajamas and watch Bridget Jones. What a nice end to the evening. It's been a good day. Hope you guys are having the best day too.